as their guys are ready to do battle between the Dallas Cowboys and the Carolina Panthers. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Cowboy first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
They just do get the play off. Now Bridgewater. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
When we talk about Luke Kuechly, you can't talk about his overall game without talking about his intelligence and how he controls the whole defense. He quarterbacks that defense, and at times will actually make checks just like a quarterback would on offense to get them into the right defense. They definitely were on that play. How about that finish? Holding that to a minimal gain.
Bridgewater now from the 50. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6.
I got you.
Out of the gun, Bridgewater. And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. And that'll be enough to keep the drive moving forward. Another first down on the pickup of 5 yards. Swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
I'm not sure that you'd call it a trick play, but it definitely showed some imagination there. I wouldn't be surprised if they want to come back and show this play a few more times before this one is over.
On second down, it's Pollard. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though.
43's the mic. 43's the mic. Blue there.
From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29, and the return stops at the 39-yard line. Intended that time for Cooper. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Darnold. And he'll find Hall. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a Panthers first down, 17 yards on the play. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him.
And this is caught. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. DJ Moore, his 14th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Gano the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Give them 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas first down.
First down, Cowboys.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Check 13. Check 13.
First down, and it's Pollard again. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and are controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards, but also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Quick throw, and it's caught by Gallup. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 27 yards there, a first down.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. What's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Play action now. Bridgewater. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. On 3rd down, Bridgewater. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The kick by Marr is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
Yeah, things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front seven? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
Let's go.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Going up top. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Carolina. Bucky Hodges, 77 yards. And the Panthers strike quickly here for 6 points. Extra point try good by Gano. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
So the drive's going to start with Pollard. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
On 2nd down, Pollard. A big play here for Dallas. 66 yards for him on the ground. Terrific run from one of the fastest backs in the game today. A guy who keeps defensive coordinators up at night, no doubt.
Remember when we were meeting with the D coordinator before the game and all he talked about was run fits, making sure our guys were in the right place so there were no creases?
They missed their fits, didn't they?
Yeah, there was no fit there.
And his first carry, he loses the football. And the Panthers have recovered. Well, he's not the starter coming in, getting his first carry off the bench. That's not the way to earn more carries.
You have to stay in the game, even if you're not on the field, right? Stay mentally sharp, stay ready, and above all, when you get into the game, hold on to the football. Don't let the other team have it.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Give him 18. It's a Carolina first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Well, the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
On 2nd down now, it's Hammond. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. 11 yards and a Panther first down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Back to throw, Darnold. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
I don't think you got it, sir. Ready?
A handoff, McCaffrey running right. And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. Yeah, the Cowboys here on 3rd down bringing in an extra defensive back. Now it's Darnold. He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
I absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
Play fake. Bridgewater. Going to take a shot for Gallup. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
They'll run on 1st down. Pollard. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Panthers. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest, you can draft the most athletic guys, but if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right...
This is caught at the 20. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Now, he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. They'll run with Pollard. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. In on the tackle there, Luke Kuechly. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping.
Run for Pollard, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. From the gun, Bridgewater. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
An attempt at a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bringing an extra defensive back.
Hey, what's the ball? What's the ball?
Here's Darnold. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And he'll get this back down to about the 12-yard line.
So first thing that crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
Following the interception, here's Bridgewater. Oh, nearly a disaster there on the check down, but they'll get it back.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Dancing to his left, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. 3rd and long now after the sack, and we'll see if Bridgewater has a response. Bridgewater. And he's going to go down again. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. He hit his first, this one from 40 yards out. The kick by Maher is good. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. This fielded at the 2. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jalen Smith coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. 3rd and long, it's Darnold. And he's got the hook up to Moore. He went over 100 yards in the wild card round. He's over 100 here as well. And a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now with toss, this is McCaffrey. What a spin. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 2nd down, it's Hammond, and he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Here's Darrell. Over the middle, complete. It's Hall. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. He'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. And touchdown, Carolina! Christian McCaffrey hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers, they widen their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder.
And now nothing but green ahead of him. The 20. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys cut into that lead.
Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Check.
They're going to keep it on the ground. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that exit, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
At their own 26-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
He's going to go for a big play downfield. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24.
43 is the mic.
Now Pollard. And just not much to be had there. 1 yard out to the 10.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. 3rd and long for Bridgewater. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Randy Gregory has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. This is McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Moore. And they'll get this across midfield, but not nearly close to a 1st down as he stopped at the 48. And we're back now in Charlotte as we are set to bring you the home stretch here, the 4th quarter. Here's Michael Pilardi now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
43 is the mic. 43 is the mic. Get that quarterback. Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback. 43 is the 43. Check, 43. Hey, here I come. Here I come. Here I come.
Here's Bridgewater. Looking for his running back, and he's got him.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 4.
43 is the mic.
Now Bridgewater. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Down, they're going. Bridgewater caught by Cobb. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10. And again, it's Bridgewater. They go with a shuffle pass, and it's complete. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that'll make this a second down. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
43 is the mic, boy. 43. Check, 43. Yup. Here we go.
They'll throw again. Bridgewater. It'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. It's a gain of 16 and a Dallas first down. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Bridgewater again. That's complete to Cobb. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy first down. Bridgewater on first down. He completes it to Henry. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Bridgewater.
This game just keeps evolving and changing.
Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Yannick Ngakoue has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
I remember throughout my career hearing defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Bridgewater from the gun on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
So now the field goal unit trots out there for the 3rd time tonight. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? Just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. McCaffrey following the penalty. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. It's a Carolina first down on a gain of 16.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Play action. It's Darnold. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Give them 32 yards as we inch our way to the 2-minute warning.
That was an excellent read right there. Saw cover 1. That means it's just a single high safety. So you know if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, help is going to be a little bit late getting there. And he puts one out there for a big-time completion.
So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They've got it first and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's second and goal. Again, McCaffrey. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for prop. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Hassan Reddick coming in hard that time on the blitz, and he gets him down. It's a loss of 4. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Hassan Reddick, his second sack of the night.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Third and long now after the sack, and we'll see if Bridgewater has a response. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th. And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. Now Bridgewater on 4th down. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. And they take a knee.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up second and 11 at the 24-yard line.
Ready?
A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
So for the Panthers, they continue to make their case for the playoffs as they move to 9-3. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Dallas, it's a tough one to swallow as they drop back to 8-4 on the year. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Washington. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.